Well, howdy. It's been a really long time since I saw you last, and I'm sorry about that. It's just been really busy. But today I'm going somewhere pretty cool, and I hope you'll join me for that. But before I can do that, I needed to go rescue my truck, which is right there. If you remember, last time I got stuck in the snow, and I had to abandon my truck, which I was not happy about. Thankfully, one of the locals to that area kept an eye out for me and let me know that they plowed that campground. So a few days later, my sister took me out there, and we got it unstuck and out of there. All right, we are finally getting the heck out of here. I am sorry for leaving you, truck. Boy, oh boy, was that an adventure. And now it's just a matter of driving home. And off to the next adventure. There's my chair. There's the fajitas I was going to make and never got to. But most importantly, we're home. And this is 2 eggs that I had taken with me. And I'm curious if these exploded, because it got down to like 5 degrees while I was gone. Let's see. They're still good. Look at that. I'm going to leave my tent set up overnight so it can kind of dry. And I've got it strapped to my truck, so just in case we get wind. Then I got super busy. It's overtime season at work because it's tax season, and I worked 60 hours the last week even, with tax season over. But either way, it's time to go have another adventure, finally, after so long. Now, I'm taking the Suburban, and this is largely a lost cause because the poor Suburban is burning oil and the coolant kept disappearing. However, I found out what the problem with the coolant probably was and fixed it. So now it's full of coolant. I put oil in it. It's still gonna burn that, but we're gonna go take it out there and see just how well the Suburban does. And that'll decide what I do with this thing, if I keep driving it or if I have to like rebuild the engine. If you've never been to a Maverick and you have the chance, get yourself a beefy cheese and potato burrito, because they're really good. It's like taco meat, nacho cheese, and like hash browns, I think. All right, it's time to get back on the road. I got a long way to go. Whoever owns this property converted these vehicles into like vehicles from the movie Cars, it looks like. That was pretty cool. I've always seen this place, but I've never really like stopped and looked at these things. And I'm glad I stopped. But it's time to get back on the road once again. Probably the worst thing about my Suburban isn't the engine burning oil and losing coolant. It's that I don't have AC. Me and my brother charged it a couple years ago, but it has a leak somewhere. And I'm too lazy to fix it. I don't think I'm gonna be driving the Suburban much because like the problems it has. But it still sucks not having AC. I do want to go visit that church one day, just to see what it looks like up close. Not today though. Not today. Here's our turn. The Shell station. I have no idea how far it is from here, but guess we'll find out. I think I turn here. Let's see. Pretty sure I turn here. A nice little camping area there. And there. You can tell that's where the flooding happened last year and the year before. We'll talk about that more in a minute. That was devastating. There was a massive fire here a couple years ago. This is also the aftermath of that. I didn't bring my blue truck because I don't think it would have made it. It tends to spin the wheels a lot because it's a manual and it doesn't have a posi in it. Ooh, but we're the only ones here, it looks like. Beautiful. And there's another bathroom right here. Now, it's going to be super windy today, and it's already getting pretty bad. It's like 20 to 30 mile an hour gusts. So, I'll see you guys when we get up there. The burb. It looks like it's locked, so we can't go up top. Wonder where this goes. So now I get to go down the stairs, which is gonna be fun for me, but I knew this was going to be the case when I got here, so we're fine. Remember, my leg is still pretty messed up. So I'm just going to right foot down the whole way. See, especially in cold weather, my knee just wants to lock up. And I've come to terms with the fact that I'm probably going to be this way the rest of my life. So I just have to, you know, adapt. And that's what I'm doing. So down we go. It's still super windy. Okay, let's check you out, bud. Still no water in there, which is a good sign. I left it empty. I noticed a leak underneath, but there's nothing obvious, so I don't know. So what is this place exactly? Well, it's a fire watchtower, and you would have people, fire lookouts, come up here to live for weeks or months at a time. Now, there's no running water up here, so they would have to pack in their own water. And they'd have to rely on propane to cook their meals, as there's also no gas up here. They would live in the cabin upstairs here, and they would watch all of this area to be sure that there was no fires happening. You see, you can see smoke from many, many miles away up here. Now, this particular tower was started in 1936, and the last time it was worked on was 1940. In 1988, they converted it to the tourist attraction that it is now. You can come up here. Now, you can't go in the cabin. There is cameras up there, but it's still a really cool place to come visit, and I'm so glad that I finally did. Let me know in the comments below, if there was a fire lookout job here now, would you want to do that? Would you want to get away from society for weeks or months at a time? I know what my answer would be, but tell me yours. I'd love to hear it. There are wild horses here too. A couple years ago, there was a really bad fire out here. I think it was 2024. And when I say really bad, I mean to the tune of like 30,000 acres of forest got burned. And it'll likely take many years to recover from this. And the unfortunate thing that happened after this fire, or during this fire, people were praying for rain pretty fervently, and it started to rain. But then the rain never stopped. So the forest was both on fire and flooding. And eventually the fires went out, but the rain still didn't stop, and this whole area flooded. People's houses were washing away in the arroyos or the ditches, and it was just a really miserable time for this area. Now, I came and visited this area like a couple weeks after the fires were over with, when they started letting people come through here again. And let me tell you, there was roads that were paved that felt like, you know, at playgrounds where they have that like asphalt looking ground, but it's spongy and you can kind of bounce on it. That's what the paved roads felt like. And the road signs had been melted, like the little markers looked like they were marshmallows that melted off a stick, and it was just a really sad thing to see. And it just goes to show you that life is unpredictable, and you really never know what's going to happen. And you just have to take life as it comes and enjoy day by day as you can. So just remember that life can change like that, and there's really nothing you can do about it in most cases. Well, yeehaw, we're taking the long way home. I made it home safe. The Suburban behaved for the most part. I took a shower and I need to go to bed. But it was so nice to see you guys after so long. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like and maybe subscribe and go on my adventures with me together. And until we see each other again, remember, just go out there and enjoy today outdoors. I'll see you next time.